Four. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. Yes, you know what? When you get to combine a show topic with two of the things that you are so interested in and you love, like travel, and I'm so interested in how Cindy Lee was able to get a national day on the calendar. She's going to share that with us. She's going to share, how she loves connecting people and travel. She's always traveling somewhere. She's an amazing travel agent and she's a connector of people like me. So everybody welcome Cindy Lee, founder of National Bucket List Day. Hi, Cindy.
Aloha, how are you?
I love that. Aloha. Aloha. And I've been saying buongiorno because I just did like over a week in Italy, and I love that word. So, Cindy, let's just jump right in here. National Bucket List Day. How did that happen, and why was it so important for you for us to stop and celebrate this day?
If I would like to actually tell my story. So it all actually started when I was 16 years old, and I sent Princess Diana a wedding card. And a few weeks later, I got a letter with the Buckingham Palace crest on there. And that's actually where my love for gratitude started, because around 10, 15 years after that, I started my own concierge where I help people with gratitude. And it's just a whole full circle now. So now here are in 2024. And so the National Bucket List Day actually started based around gratitude, travel, and making those dreams come true. Originally, it was going to be National Networking Day because I have a book, Growing Your Business Through Referrals and National Days, where I actually show you how to leverage a National Day calendar. And they said, well, actually, National Bucket List Day is available. I'm like, let's do that. So that's where it all started. So we're a year out now. Our very first trip was a 7-day cruise out of Long Beach to the Mexican Riviera. And here on Friday, we head out to Cancun for a week in Cancun. So it's going to be pretty amazing.
A week in Cancun. That's that. Oh, I just saw a red cardinal. I love red cardinals, and they're in my backyard a lot. And I just saw one fly through the window. So yay.
Yeah.
So when you decided though that you wanted to do National Bucket List Day, did you already know that that was a possibility? What was that process? Because I mean, you're a kid, and you said I just want to send a wedding card to Princess, and you did, and now you're saying I want a national day, and you did. So what inspired you, other than what you said, well, this happened then and this happened now, but to get a national day, that's a huge process, right? Or is it?
Oh, the National Day has been so amazing because of this National Day. I actually have been working on proclamations throughout the United States. So I got a proclamation for the city of Las Vegas, city of Huntington Beach, and also the state of California. So now my mission is to go New York, Chicago, all these, Seattle, all these amazing bucket list trips. And as a matter of fact, next year I turn 60. So we're actually doing Seattle at the end of July. And our National Bucket List Day is going to be in Las Vegas, where we originally got that proclamation from the mayor.
Okay, give me some dates that I want to be there to support you, and then just to experience that. I love dreamers. I love visionary people, because you would think that there's a ton of people who have vision and who act. Now, there are a ton of people who have vision. I believe everyone has a vision. Everyone has a mission and a dream and talent to do that, right? But there aren't a lot of people who act on it, who have the faith to really say, I'm going to make this thing happen. I feel like God put it in my spirit, so he's going to help me. All I need to do is be consistent. So do you have a date for Las Vegas for next year? Because I want to put it on my calendar. Okay, did she freeze up? It is early where she is. Cindy is actually in California, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. It is like 7 o'clock Pacific time. So she is freezing up, and I will keep the conversation. Let me tell you a little more about Cindy. Thank you so much, everyone who's watching this segment. So she will dial back in. Cindy founded a national day that's actually on the national calendar list. And Cindy Lee founded National Bucket List Day, right? An entire day. She founded it. And I did a show last year with a celebrity who, the PR company pitched that day to me. Hey, a day of kindness, a day, and then there was a day of bucket list day. So the celebrity came on and we talked about Cindy's day that she helped found, and well, she created it. And she's reached out to me last year. And so National Bucket List Day is April 24th. So that bucket list that you have, and a lot of people say, I don't want a bucket list. I don't want it to be about death and all that. Well, it's about what you make it. If you associate your bucket list with, I got to do all these things before I die, it doesn't have to be that way. So kind of disassociated with that. Your bucket list could be by the time I turn 40, by the time I turn 50, by the time I turn 60 or 70 or 100, I want to have accomplished or have seen, have tried, have read these things. And if you're not currently doing that, I hope and pray that you will now. So Cindy is back with us. So Cindy, National Bucket List. I told me that is actually April 24th, right?
Correct.
Did you choose that day? And if you did, what was your motivation for that particular date?
Well, it's super important if you want to be a founder of a national day to pick a day that does not have 10 different days. So when we picked the day, National Pigs in a Blanket Day was the other day. And I believe now is Assistant Day, Personal Assistant Day or something like that. I'll have to check the calendar and see. But
okay.
Yeah, that was just pretty powerful to be a part of that. And, I'm a foodie. I was a chef for 25 years before I got into travel, and Pigs in a Blanket definitely is one of my favorites. And as a matter of fact, I'm a big Trader Joe's person. So when there's a national day, I will actually do a video there at Trader Joe's based on, the food that they have there.
Oh, wow. So are you what they call an ambassador for National Day? And were you prior to having your own day on the calendar?
Yes.
Yes, you are an ambassador.
Yes, celebration ambassador.
Okay, so since you also are a travel agent, and I mentioned to you that a couple of weeks ago, it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow, that I was in Italy for 6 days, and I can't wait to go back. So as a seasoned travel agent, what trends do you see emerging in travel preferences post-pandemic? What are you seeing?
I notice a lot of people are cruising now, especially for me. I wasn't able to cruise for 3 years. So that's the biggest thing right now. A lot of cruises are overbooking, and just so many amazing things to experience out there. And of course, Europe and Greece. For my 60th birth year next year, I'm probably looking at a Virgin cruise. So Virgin cruise is really amazing because it's a adult only cruise line for those of you who want to do adult only. So it's a different scene, and everything is cooked to order. There's no buffets or anything like that. So if you're a foodie like me, then Virgin definitely is kind of something that's trending right now.
Okay, I like this. So what's your favorite part about being a travel agent?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, when I started the industry, I actually was in a travel club, and that was in 2012. In 2018, I joined a travel agency, and I'm just helping people travel the world at a lower price. I have a lot of my friends that I'm mentoring. In 2018, I had 2 agents. I now have 55 that I mentor. So it's just super important for people to live their dash. So we have the day that we're born and the day that we pass away. What are you doing in between that time? Because for me, I was existing in my life until I found the travel industry.
Okay, you said something that was very powerful to me, because I can attest to, there have been times when I look over my life, and not too long ago, when I broke my leg, so I had a whole year of
Wow.
of looking back over my life, and there was a huge period of time, Cindy, where I was merely existing. I was like on automatic. I go to work. I was a mom, and I was, making sure my mom was okay, and just going to church. And it was just like the hamster wheel, right?
Yes.
And that's not what we're here for. That's pretty sad to me when I hear people say they were just existing. So what was the trigger for you that said, I got to do more than this? This is not what I envision for my life. Just
If I could
existing.
be raw on your show, I actually was very, very sick. Had to get a hysterectomy, and I actually didn't think that I was going to make it. I was having a lot of medical issues, and then that's when I realized, wow, I really need to change my life. I've been existing my whole life, and that's what a lot of people don't realize, that there's usually two reasons that you take a bucket list. One, you're 90 years old and realize, wow, my life is, going fast, and I haven't been able to create everything that I want in my life, so I better start doing it. Or number two, you become with some kind of illness or something, and then you're like, wow, this is something that I really need to change, because we don't know our last day. We could walk out that door, hit our head on the pavement, and that's it. And then a gratitude, it comes to gratitude every single day. Send somebody a gift,
Right.
think of somebody just because, connect with a Facebook friend off Facebook, and create some memories together. Like, I live here really close to Newport Beach. So just a couple of days ago, I had a friend come out from Seattle, and we celebrated National Dolphin Day. It was really amazing to create those memories together. And we got off social media and have those real connections in person.
Okay, so let's go back. I love how, and that's what I love about my show. I can talk about more than one thing. We talked about your National Bucket List Day. We talked about your being a travel agent, and now we're talking about life. And because I want to inspire and encourage people to live every day, every day. I left church one Sunday, March the 5th. I had a great time worshiping, praising, talking to friends, going to brunch, excited about a new client, and I felt, and my whole life shifted.
Yes.
I had to be rushed to the emergency room, surgery, and all that stuff. And I had plans, right? I had
Yeah.
plans. And being rushed to the emergency room for emergency surgery and to have bones replaced and all that stuff was not a part of it. That is never a part of my life, but it happened, and I pivoted during that season. So I'm glad that you are so transparent with your life, Cindy, because people think if you're doing something, that means that you're doing it void of lifing, right? But that's not the case. So let me ask you about that National Day again. I'm going to spend a couple more minutes, and I know you have to go and I have to go. So can you share some of the activities or the initiatives that people can participate in order to celebrate National Bucket List Day to make it fun?
Can I go a few minutes on something else first? I actually want to tell people some days and months they need to celebrate this month. So we have a Couple Appreciation Month, which I actually send somebody, this couple that I know, I actually was on the podcast, that Leroy Carlton show. And so I sent him and his wife some gummy bears. It's also Brunch Month. So if you know a local restaurant, which I actually did a couple weekends ago, I did a National Brunch Month, a National Beer Day event, and 20% of the sales went to our local Surfrider Foundation. It's Humor Month. Take some friends out to comedy. Volunteer Month. Do a beach cleanup, or if you don't live near a beach city, then go ahead and do a cleanup in your community. Super important. The third Thursday, High Five Day. I want to do a big shout out to National Day Calendar. North Dakota Day is on the 19th. The 23rd, Cherry Cheesecake Day. And I love Cherry Cheesecake Day. So what I do is, in the company that I have, I have a marketing company where I send gifts. And I actually send a Cheesecake Factory gift for that. Jelly Bean Day is the 22nd. Of course, Earth Day is the 22nd. And the 27th.
Oh, yes. We talked about Earth Day on
Yeah.
my show a few days ago. Everybody, let's celebrate Earth Day. Find a cool, fun, engaging way to celebrate all the days that Cindy talked about. So, and that kind of answered my question. I mean, although we weren't talking specifically about National Bucket List Day, but those are some initiatives and activities that we can do to celebrate these days. And you'll have to come back to show people how, as business owners and entrepreneurs and corporate professionals, or whatever your title is, there is a way to incorporate national days into your marketing and your team building activities. And I'm telling you, the list is endless. The list is endless. So Cindy, one last thing before you go. How difficult was it to get National Bucket List Day on the calendar? Did you have a lot of obstacles, or was it seamless? Because you're very persistent and tenacious, and you know what you want and you go for it. But were there obstacles?
Yes, I want to say obstacles are getting in touch with local media. And I actually do have a coach who's going to help me get on a couple New York City shows and also Chicago, some of the bigger national markets. So I want to say if you are looking to get a national day, like we talked about earlier, you want to pick a day that has a very few national days. And also you want to be consistent. For your national day, you want to do something to celebrate that every single year. And I want to say about National Bucket List Day, it's not just at the travel bucket list, it's business. Like you want to write a book, you want to have a podcast, or you want to get married, you want to skydive, you want to surf. I mean, it's travel, but it's also other areas. Also, I like to have my bucket list as a goal sheet, like my weekly, my daily, all
Yeah.
that. So it's a whole full list of what your bucket list really is.
All right. Well, thank you. You've been so enlightening and so encouraging that, like me, you and I are so much like, we want people to live and to enjoy life, right? Because life happens to us all. I'm telling you, but that is no excuse to stop living. None, none, none. So, Cindy, thank you so much for being my guest on Mornings with Loretta. Thank you for allowing me to sit on the other side of the table and be your guest a few months ago. So that's how we roll. We connect people, we enjoy life, and we're grateful, and we show that different ways. Cindy, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, and happy National Bucket List Day on April 24th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So Cindy has to leave, but let me tell you, I'm so encouraged by her story. I never thought about having a national bucket. Well, I have thought about National Bucket List Day, but I've never thought about creating a national day. So I'm going to do some research, and I hope you'll do some research too, and decide, hey, this is the day that I could celebrate. This is the day that I can rally around to make things happen, and not a selfish day, not a celebrity day. Like, don't say national um Beyonce Day, because they're not going to do celebrity days like that. They're not going to do things that only self-serve you. So just be very mindful of how the entire United States or the world can benefit having a national day that you suggest. So I'm Loretta McNary. And in closing, think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way. And guess what, everybody? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.